Hey y'all, there's a brand new plan coming to ease the restrictions on non-essential travel between the northern and southern borders. But I don't think you're gonna like it. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna like this, but listen up. I think as of now, on the northern and southern borders, there's been non-essential restrictions between traveling on the north and south border. Only essential people, which truck drivers are one, can go across and back and forth, right? Because we're essential. Now, the Department of Homeland Security has announced that there's a two-phase program coming in to ease the restrictions on non-essential travel, which sounds like a good deal, right? Get people moving back and forth. Now, the restriction on that travel back and forth is you have to show proof that you're fully vaccinated. That's right. Non-essential, travel back and forth, you work back and forth, you're traveling for holidays, visiting family, whatever, got to be fully vaccinated if you want to cross one of those borders. Okay, that I don't agree with either, but that's easing some of the restrictions. So people are willing to get vaccinated, can do it. Now, here's the issue. There's a second phase. Okay, the first phase happens in November. That's when you can start going back and forth, non-essential, fully vaccinated. In January, the second phase takes place, right? And the second phase includes essential personnel, truck drivers. You have to show proof going back and forth across those borders that you are fully vaccinated. The information I got showed no exceptions or exemptions for that. You're going to have to be fully vaccinated. Now, the reason that they said have two phases between the November and the January, they said that will give essential people time to get vaccinated. How nice of them, right? Well, here's the problem. They interviewed a couple of CEOs of the cross-border trucking companies that work up there in Canada, out of Canada. They're Canadian companies. The one guy said, one CEO said that the problem with this is a large percentage of the drivers that have not yet been vaccinated don't intend on being vaccinated anyway, no matter how much time you give them. And he said that he can't even keep enough drivers for the freight volume he has now, and they're allowed to go across, let alone how the freight volume is going to go up. And then you cut out a bunch of drivers that don't want to get vaccinated. Another CEO echoed those same sentiments, but added, he's worried about the U.S. mandate that's supposedly coming, hopefully not, that companies with over 100 employees will have to be vaccinated. Now, here's some things that don't add up. On the U.S. mandate, if it takes place, they say you can be tested once a week and have a negative test. You can keep working. Now, the information I have on this Department of Homeland Security thing is they didn't mention anything about that, about U.S. drivers being tested once a week and getting a negative test. So, January is going to happen. At least that part is. I don't know about the 100 employees or more part, because that's still up in the air whether that's going to take place. Now, the problem with that also is with the employees with 100 or more employees or more, OTR guys, what are you going to do? You're going to have to be tested once a week, but you're not home once a week. You may not be home for a couple months. You're going to have to find a place to get tested every week. Either a place you can get your truck into, or you're going to have to park at the truck stop and Uber to a testing place to get your test. And it takes, depending on which one you get, up to a couple days to get the results. So you're going to have to stay ahead of that. That's something else you're going to have to do for your company if you don't want to be vaccinated. So I don't know how that's going to work anyway, let alone for these cross-border travelers. Now, for LTL, I know we use third-party companies that go across the borders, take our freight across. I don't think we take our trailers across. I don't think they do. They take the freight and get it delivered, and that's how it works now. So what if a lot of those drivers aren't going to want to get vaccinated? It's the same companies that I was talking about before. You guys that are on the northern and southern border at work LTL, is that how it works? Third party stuff, cartage companies take it across and get it delivered? I'm not exactly sure because I never dealt with it. So tell me how that works. And then tell me in the comments what you think about this, how you think it's going to pan out. Tell me how much you don't like it, whatever. Other than that, go down in the description, check out all my links. I got my email down there. Send me an email. Subscribe to the channel, please, if you haven't already. And like this video, and we'll see you later.